Hello and welcome to another edition of Beer Dad's Beer Reviews. Excuse me. River sore throat. I was tasting a curry yesterday, and as I was got out the pan and I went to taste it, I breathed in, and the whole lot went in. It's kind of scorched a bit of the back of my throat, so I'm a little bit hoarse. Anyway, going to do the Beer Dad Beer Awards of 2023. Beer Awards. And to help this along, we're going to be drinking this. This is a Buxton Kingslayer Double IPA, 8%. Just for those of you who are interested, I'll give you the tail of the tape. Canned on the 23rd of August 24. I say best for the 23rd of August 24 and canned on the 23rd of November 23. There you go. Got this out of Tesco. On the back it says we must have bloody noses and cracked crowns. A juicy New England style double IPA with tropical fruit aromas coming from Citra and Mosaic hops. Solid brewery, Buxton. I don't do them enough, as I should. Anyway, right, so yeah, we're going to do the Beer Dad Beer Awards of 2023. I've got 3 reviews to do tonight, and I was going to sort of split them up and do them over the 3 reviews, but I thought, look at that, beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. I thought I'd do a separate video for the awards. So I have done some research. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories. Okay. We've got Beer of the Year. We've got Worst Beer of the Year. We've got Best Series of Beers. We've got a new category which is Best Vocation Beer. That's because I've pretty much done all the vocation beers of this year except for one, which was the Yakima Pale, which was the Yakima Pills. They didn't sell it in single cans, they only sold it in 12 pack. I wasn't buying a 12 pack. And then we've got a Brewer of the Year, and we've got, I've called it Worst Brewery of the Year. But it's more brewery, the disappointment of the year. So not necessarily a bad brewery, just something, just a brewery that's disappointed me. So, as I say, we've started off. So let's crack on. We'll start with, so you can see the answers. We'll start off with Best Series of Beers. So these are groups of beers you got together over sort of 3 cans, 5 cans, 7 cans. And I've done a fair few series of beers. I like a series of beers. So, that's good. That's lovely. Wow, fruity and juicy. So, got down to 5. Top 5. We've got Brew York's Collaboravision. They released them in May to coincide with Eurovision. Some of them beers in there were absolute corkers. There's the Troubles, Cloudwater and the Vale. I managed to get hold of all of them. I think there was 4 in that series. I've only ever had until the 3. I got the 4. There was the Moore's Lootle 7 Deadly Sins beers. That was to coincide with their 7th birthday. Tartarus's Hansel and Gretel and the Witch. That was a really nice series. And then there's the Rivington Evil Dead series, Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness. And again, they were consistently good. But for me, the best series of beers for 2023 goes to the Moore's Lootle and their 7 Deadly Sins beers. I really enjoyed those. Have a look on the Moore's Lootle playlist. I remember drinking them with Helen and Michael, and they were exceptionally good. Superb quality. There's a double IPA. I think it was double IPA, a couple of stouts, and I think there was a porter in there as well, something like that. That was absolutely tremendous. A really, really good set of beers. So moving on to the next category then, we're going to do the best vocation beer of 2023. Now they've done loads. I'm not sure how many they've done, but it's got to be in the region of 30, maybe even 40 beers. It's a lot of stuff. And as I say, I've had most of them except for that Yakima Pills. So on this list, we have got down to 3, really. The Imperial Orange Stout, I think that was bourbon barrel aged version. There's the Blackberry and Plum Pinot Noir barrel aged beer, and then there's the Imperial May Contain Sixpence. And I think that was, excuse me, I think that was bourbon barreled as well. But the winner, again, drum roll, is the Vocations Imperial Orange Stout that I had a couple of weeks ago. Actually, a couple of weeks ago, it was last week. Yeah, it was last week, wasn't it? God, all these days blend into one. Yeah, I had a couple of days ago. Superb. It's like a liquid Terry's chocolate orange. 28th, 29th I had that. Yeah, I had it fairly recently anyway. All these days blend into one. So yeah, so the Vocation Beer of the Year is the Imperial Chocolate Stout, the bourbon barrel aged. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I wasn't expecting much out of it, but it absolutely blew my mind. So, let's move on to Worst Beer of the Year. Okay. Now, Worst Beer of the Year, it's a supermarket beer. I don't do many supermarket beers, if I'm being honest. If they interest me, I'll do them. If they don't, I just kind of leave them, let other reviewers take care of that. You know, let them take care of it. But the ones that I have done, they haven't been of the greatest quality. I'm being honest here. I'm probably holding back a little bit. But I've got down to two beers that I thought were, at the time, I thought they were okay, but looking back, I was wrong. And these are the two I think are disappointing. There's the Northern Monk Chalk Ice beer, Chalk Ice Port, I think it is, out of Sainsbury's. At the time I drank that, I thought it tastes like a cheap chalk ice, old school chalk ice that you get out of a discount supermarket, discount frozen food shop like Iceland or Heaven or something like that. You know, they come in a paper bag and you can taste the paper and all that. And the other one was the Buxton and Britoff Girl from Mars. That great can art, but I didn't like it. And the one for me, the worst beer of the year for me, is the Northern Monk Chalk Ice Porter. It's just, I think at the time I said it was okay, but then looking back at it, and I've had it since. It's terrible. It was awful. Yeah, so that's the worst beer of the year. Let's move on to beer of the year. Big one. Let's get into the big categories now. Beer of the year. I have had some absolute stonkers of beers this year. Some absolute belters, going through the list of everything that I've had. Honestly, some of the stuff I've drank has just been right up there. The bar just keeps getting better and better and higher and higher. There's a few that stick in my mind. There is Tartarus, the Umibozo, which is the squidding seaweed and yuzu imperial goes. That was the green one. That is the first beer in a very, very long time that I was genuinely excited to be doing. And when I poured it and it was green, it just blew my mind. There was no food additives in, no food colouring or anything like that. It was just all natural. So there was that one. The Vault City and the Raptor, the double deep fried Mars bar, the Monumental Imperial Stout. That was epically good too. I've not been able to get my hands on the gingerbread one, although I know Ben the Beer Lad, he's got it and had it. Again, Tartarus' Hare and the Hunter, Tiramisu Stout, beautiful stuff. Northern Monk's 7th Smug Beer, the Resurrection I think it's called. did at the start of the year. Beautiful stuff. Some of the overtone triple IPAs, Explosions in the Cry, fantastic stuff. The overtones, Wee Heavy, I can't remember what it was called. Big Wedgie, was it? Something like that. Big Ouija, something like that. Very good. Overtone, everything I've had for overtone has been brilliant. Some of the Wonder Beyond gear I've had. Wonder Beyond the start of last year, they did a birthday box release with collaborations like Lervig and people like that. Fantastic. The stuff I had to do Christmas, beautiful stuff. But for me, the beer of the year for me, I mean, it's the one that, and everyone says to me, what has stood out for you? And it's got to be beer of the year for me, is Tartarus's Bozo. As I say, it was the first beer that just genuinely, when I poured it, I was like, wow, I've not seen anything like this before. I hadn't tasted anything like that before. It was salty, it was citrusy. It was just fantastic, fantastic. So for me, and I've not drank anything like that since, and I haven't drank anything like that before. You know, so we've had loads of Imperial, I have loads of Imperial Stouts, I have loads of triple IPAs, I have loads of double IPAs. But nothing like that. So for me, that is this year's beer of the year. So well done, Tartarus, and thank you very much. Nearly done. Last two now. We've got worst brewer, or as I'm going to call it, the disappointment. The brewery that was a disappointment. And for me, there is only one of what I've had. There's probably worse brewers out there. There's probably more disappointing brewers out there. But for me, for what I have on this channel, the most disappointing brewer has been Northern Monk. And it's purely on their consistency. Their subscription box service, the beers on there are good to outstanding. Their supermarket stuff is usually okay and below. I understand overheads. I understand turning a profit. I understand they're making stuff cheap to get it out there. But at some point, the stuff that they're doing that isn't very good, i.e. the ice cream, the chocolate ice porter, it's gonna damage their reputation. So for me, the most disappointing brewer of 2023 was Northern Monk, purely because their beers are doing that inconsistency. Everybody else, it's all either level or they've gone up and up and up. Simple as that. And then the last one, brewer of the year. There can be only one for me. Everything I've had from this brewer has been exceptional, has been of a high standard, or it's been next level drinking. And that is Tartarus. To name a few of their beers that I thought were fantastic: Cthulhu, the triple IPA, Herne the Hunter, the Tiramisu Stout, Mackenzie's Poltergeist, the Dulce Leche Imperial Stout, the Eagle, the double IPA, that was just absolutely superb. Bozo, superb. Ray, that was good. Jackalope was good. The Abaddon 3, the Salted Caramel, the Marshmallow and the Ordinary, they were good. The Krampus, one I did at the start in January, around about this time in time last year. In fact, today's reviews are going to be Krampus 2023, Krampus 2022. I think this one's Battle Age, I think. Well, it's just a rehash of the 2022 one. And then there's the big old Battle Age version. They are just so consistent and innovative. Some of the beers I see, the Squid Ink and Yuzu and Yumi Bozo, I've never seen anything like that before. Yeah, so they for me are the brewer of the year for me. So that's the 2023 Beer Dad's Beer Awards. Let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next one. Stay late, stay safe. Hail, hail.